The Nintendo 3DS has had probably one of the greatest redemption arcs of any piece of tech possible, because it started out as a very terrible launch that didn't seem like it was going to do anything, and then, just not even 6 months later, they slashed the price by a whole third of it. Those that already bought it got GBA games for free, and some other Virtual Console games, with the GBA games were the highlight, considering that they were never re-released. However, the price cut allowed for the 3DS to sell so well and make back more than Nintendo would have ever lost. So much so that while they didn't outsell the original DS, they did make a whole new model. On the entire line of systems, not only did we have a web browser and camera and audio sound player thing, but we also had an entire social media platform at the time called Miiverse that was then later shut down, but we still had it, alongside the games themselves. We even had Netflix and YouTube and all sorts of other apps that you just wouldn't think to be on the dang system. This isn't even counting Face Raiders, the AR games, and most importantly, Street Pass. We have not had Street Pass or anything like it since. In fact, people still try to get Street Passes with each other. And especially after the server shut down for Nintendo's Online and support fully ended for the 3DS, modders came in and still kept the thing alive. The 3DS is one of the greatest systems that you can mod, allowing you to not only experience all the Virtual Console and import our own emulators onto it, but it also gives us our own special tools like music making software, video recording software, or pretty much any other type of software. In fact, so much of the 3DS's homebrew software, or even official software, is better than stuff I would even put on my phone. Animation software, we've got Flipnote and the Interim Animations apps. For drawing, we've already got some of those as well, and the Art Academy games as well. Not only can we draw, but we also have tools for learning to draw on it. We've had Brain Age, which is great for brain training, which you don't get on any smartphone. And all these are ad-free, unlike your phone. Heck, even our old version of YouTube didn't have ads at first. They did add them later, but they were bugged and didn't always play. Even now, I still use my 3DS all the time, even if it's just for something like Pokemon, because we have it where we can play through Gens 1 through 7 with transferring up through 8 and onward on the 3DS already. You don't even have to plug in your SD card anymore. You do it first, but once you do, you can use your 3DS to connect to your computer, like through its own custom server thing that we've done. You can transfer files without even having to put in your SD card. This makes me really excited for when the Switch and Switch 2 finally lose support from Nintendo, so we can get past all their stupid bricking practices and mod them and see what we can do with their tech. While we keep the original 3DS line alive and well and supported, there are times where it doesn't hold up as well to modern technology, which is why the new line is still doing fantastic work on that end. So once we even up that power, that's going to be insane.